Hello students. This is going to be a demonstration of how to use SPSS to create a database. And I'd just like you to watch this video, and then when I'm done showing you how to do it, I want you to set up a database yourselves, and that'll be your assignment for the week. Okay, so the first thing is you go to your SPSS icon. It might not be here on your computer, but if it's not there, then you can search for it under all programs like this and find it in your start bar. So once you click on SPSS to open it, it will give you the option to open an existing data source, which of course you'll be doing after you make a database, when you want to input data or if you want to analyze data. But for now, just click on Type in Data, as I've done, and click OK. Now SPSS has two views. It has the data view, which we're looking at now, and if you click on this, variable view. So to get started setting up your database, you want to be in variable view. Then you go to your first variable name, and of course you can name a variable anything you want. I suggest that you think of something to name your variable that's going to make it instantly identifiable. For example, you wouldn't want to name a variable, sorry about that, I just got notified that my computer was low on resources, so okay, hopefully that'll fix it. So you wouldn't want to name a variable variable1 or something like that, because then it won't be connected, obviously, to what you're talking about. So let's name our first variable. We'll just call it age. And then after you type that in, if you click the tab button, it'll auto-fill in all of these other things. It'll fill in that it's a numeric type, with the decimal places, label, values, and so on. Now, the first thing that will change is where it comes to measurement. Now, remember from our discussion of scales of levels of measurement that you can have interval, ratio, ordinal, or nominal. So this age, I hope you know, would be scale, which means interval, ratio. And when it comes to label, you can just type in something like age of subject. Okay, and that's kind of it. And then let's put another one in there. We'll say weight. And again, weight would be scale. And then let's put in another variable which would have which would be nominal. Let's put in gender. Now for gender, we'd want to go to values, and just want to make sure that you guys saw me do that, so I'm going to cancel it. When you go to values and you click on it, it'll have these like 3 dots. If you click on that, it gives you the opportunity to label things. So if the value is 1, then we'll say that means female, add, and if it's 2, that will be male, add, and click on OK. And then over here, nominal. And then let's just say we want to add, let's say that we ask these subjects a question on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you like chocolate? So we'll call this chocolate, and on value labels, a 1 will be dislike, a 2 will be well, okay, something like negative. A 3 would be neutral. A 4 would be positive, and a 5 would be, sorry for my phone ringing, love it. Okay, then you click on OK, and then this would be ordinal. Okay, I hope you guys understand how to do that. Of course, we could populate this with tons and tons of variables. There's almost no limit. But once all our variables are in there, then we go to data view, and then we can put in information for each subject. So let's say our first subject is me, 46, weight, I hate to admit it, but 221, gender, male, and chocolate, that would be a 5. Okay, and then we just go through and put in all of our subjects' information. I'll make up some other subjects. Let's see here. We'll have a 50-year-old woman. She weighs 140. Her gender is female, and chocolate, she's neutral, and so on. Male and chocolate is like. Okay, you guys see how that's going? So that's how you set up, and it's very easy, isn't it? That's how you set up an SPSS database. I don't think you need any more instruction on how to do it. And here's what I'll say. People who take the time to set up an SPSS database once will realize how easy it is, and it'll never be a problem for them. And that's why I'm making it an assignment of this class. I have a lot of graduate students who get to the point where they've collected data and they're completely puzzled about how to set up a database, and they feel overwhelmed by it. So just set one up now, and email it or just post it to Canvas. Basically what I'd like is for you to have 10 variables and fill in the information on 10 subjects. So when I say 10 variables, I truly don't care what the 10 variables are. It might be like shoe size and gender, religious affiliation, first language, whatever. I just want to make sure that you have some nominal, some ordinal, and some scale variables in there. So once you create a database with 10 variables, then I want you to fill in the information for 10 subjects on those 10 variables. So when you do send me your database, it'll be 10 variables with 10 subjects. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, of course. Okay, happy SPSS using. Oh, hold on, let me just show you one last thing. Okay, so it's easy, but let me show you how to do it. It's just like a word processing program. When you get your files written, you would do save as, and I'll just save this as SPSS database example, and click on save, and that's it. Now SPSS will show you this screen that says it's basically the output screen, and this is always sort of a pain to close it. If you go to exit, it'll say, do you want to save the contents of the output viewer? The answer is no in this case. Now if you've done some data analysis, obviously you'd want to save the output, but in this situation there's really nothing worth saving. So you click on no. And that's it. All right. Call me if you need me or email me, but I think you'll find that this is a pretty simple task.